A U.S. House committee has called on the head of the Secret Service to resign following the attempted assassination of Donald Trump.
While Kimberly Cheadle was grilled for hours by lawmakers from both major parties, says she took full responsibility for the security lapse that allowed a gunman to scale a roof and open fire on the former president.
The assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump on July 13th is the most significant operational failure of the Secret Service in decades. The Secret Service's solemn mission is to protect our nation's leaders. On July 13th, we failed.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle pushed for Cheadle to quit and admonished her for not answering key questions. In a rare sign of bipartisanship, the leading Republican and Democrat from the committee sent a letter to Ms. Cheadle that laid out their belief that she should vacate her office.
This committee is not known for its model of bipartisanship, but I think today we came together unanimously.
I will be joining the chairman in calling for the resignation of the director.
I believe your horrifying ineptitude and your lack of skilled leadership is a disgrace. Your obfuscating today is shameful.
The lack of answers and the lack of report is just simply not something that we can accept here.
Well, Cheadle has been resisting calls for her to step down. She says the agency hopes to have its internal investigation completed in 60 days. Separately, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas has appointed a bipartisan independent panel to review the assassination attempt.
For more, let's speak now with Richard Painter. He's a professor of law at the University of Minnesota. He's joining us from Minneapolis. Professor, thank you very much for your time. So Ms. Cheadle insisting that she won't step down. Does this come as a surprise? And to what extent should she, as a director of Secret Service, be held accountable for the security lapses?
Well, I believe she should step down under these circumstances. This was an egregious failure on the part of the Secret Service. It should have been very obvious that they needed to clear the rooftops of buildings within shooting range of the rally where Donald Trump was speaking. And to say, well, that building was outside the Secret Service perimeter, that makes absolutely no sense. High-powered rifles can easily be obtained in the United States. Unfortunately, that's the way our gun laws are. Here we have a 20-year-old, apparently got it from his father. A mentally ill person gets a high-powered rifle who takes a shot. The Secret Service clearly knew about this danger and didn't do anything. We're very much in fear that our candidates now, Donald Trump and Vice President Harris, could continue to be in danger because they are going to be at campaign rallies throughout the country. And the Secret Service needs to be one step ahead, clearing the buildings, clearing the rooftops, doing their job. And the public needs to have confidence in that. And so I do think there needs to be a revamping of the upper echelons of the Secret Service. They need to come up with a new game plan, and very quickly. We can't wait 60 days for some report here. We've got the election coming up in the beginning of November, and these two candidates are going to be all over the country barnstorming, and we need a Secret Service that's going to do their job and keep everyone safe.
Understood. Professor Painter, the director, was apparently stonewalling throughout the session. Did you learn anything new, that we don't already know from various reports and various, I suppose, answers from the agency so far?
No, we just learned that they didn't do their job. This was a no-brainer. Someone shooting from a rooftop. That's how President Kennedy was killed in 1963 from the rooftop of the Texas Book Depository in Dallas. The high-powered rifle from a rooftop is an obvious assassination a possibility, and the Secret Service does need to get ahead of the candidates. And I know they're going to be going to a lot of rallies between now and November, but they need to get way ahead of the candidates and make absolutely sure that those rooftops are cleared. And there should have been Secret Service people on that rooftop, not a sniper. It's abysmal what the Secret Service has done here. If President Bush were in power, I worked for President Bush. If he were in office, I think he would have fired the director of Secret Service immediately after this happened. Whether it happened to him or it happened to an opposing candidate, that doesn't matter. This is unsafe. We can't have a Secret Service that operates this way.
Professor, throughout its long history, the agency has faced a number of scandals, security lapses. How do you think the latest shooting will affect its reputation and credibility?
Well, it certainly hasn't helped. Stories are coming out about even the Kennedy assassination, Secret Service agents being dropped the night before. Now, I know that was 60 years ago, but we've got to take security seriously for our presidents and for our presidential candidates. We need new leadership in the Secret Service. We may have to increase the budget of the Secret Service and have more officers, but we simply cannot allow this type of thing to happen. We cannot have this risk of losing candidates in elections, in primaries, in general elections. Bobby Kennedy was shot in 1968 after he won the California primary. I would think we would have learned our lesson. We had attempts on the life of President Ford, President Reagan, and this has happened before, and they knew about this risk and they didn't address it.
Professor Painter, I think the director made a couple of interesting comments, one of which was that the Secret Service did not hold back in terms of acceding to requests made by the Trump team for additional resources for the Butler rally. And the second point was this distinction that she tried to make between suspicious behavior and an actual threat, and that's why Trump was not, asked to get off the stage or call off the rally. Are these important pieces of information to you?
Well, I would think if there's somebody on a rooftop that shouldn't be there, that you would at least ask the candidate to sit down until you sort it out behind the podium there. I would think something would have been done. I mean, there were people in the crowd who noticed this man on the rooftop and were yelling out about it, and yet nothing was done, and nobody told the former president or the Secret Service people up there with him that there was a possible shooter. So once again, though, I get back to the point of why wasn't there a Secret Service agent on that rooftop? I would think there would be security on any rooftop within shooting distance of a presidential candidate or rally, that they'd have that nailed down.
All right, Professor Painter, we'll have to leave it there for now, but thank you very much for your expertise this morning. Richard Painter, Professor of Law at the University of Minnesota.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
always